Hi everyone, this is Ms. DeLu. This is our lesson, Formulating an Argument, Guided Notes, slides 7 through 8 for Unit 3, Human Rights. Our statement of inquiry is the purpose of striving for fairness in society is to bring about a positive change in humanity. Our summative assessment is outlined below for the grasp. Go ahead and review it and then answer the question down here at the bottom. What will the product be that you'll be creating for the summative? Approaches to learning or ATL skills. What skills will you need in order to effectively persuade the UN to fund your organization? Below are the 4 main ATL skills that we're focusing on for this unit. We've already reviewed skill number 1, access information to be informed and to inform, and now we'll be working on ATL skill number 2, gather and organize information to formulate an argument. And please now highlight ATL skill number 2. Again, it's ATL skill number 2, formulating an argument. Here are the steps that you'll need to do to formulate an argument for this project. First, you're going to need to go back and review the information on slides 1 through 6 for your organization. Secondly, you're going to decide what information you've included best supports your argument that the UN should fund your organization. 3, decide if you need to include more information to support your argument. If you do, then add that information before you start slides 7 through 8. Don't add information in those final slides. Number 4, summarize the information into a few claims with supporting evidence. And number 5, read the bottom of the slides provided for what needs to be on each slide. Now let's come down here and answer the question. I want you to highlight the correct answer. Should you add new facts about your organization into slides 7 and 8? And you'll highlight the correct answer based on what I said and what is outlined up here in the steps for formulating an argument. Yes, because you should add as much as possible. Or B, no, because you should summarize the information that you've already given them. Them meaning the audience. Bend the arc. Remember that for this lesson, you will be using the organization Bend the Arc as an example. You will work on slides 7 through 8 for your assigned organization in the mastery check. Highlight the correct answer to the question. For this lesson, which organization will you be using for your responses? A, your assigned organization, or B, Bend the Arc? When you get to your mastery check, you'll see that the first slide for slide 7 has the directions down at the bottom. It will say slide 7, persuade the UN to fund your organization by giving one claim with evidence to support your reasoning. Summarize slides 4 through 5. So you will need to go back to the slides you made for your organization 4 through 5. Going back to the organization Bend the Arc, this is slide 4, and it talks about the main, one of the main programs for it, and then gave some background information on slide 4, and slide 5 has the information about what Bend the Arc does to address those issues. I now need to summarize them. First, I'll start with my claim, which is we fight anti-Semitism. You'll notice I'm not giving another definition on what it is or giving a detailed example. I just boiled it down to this is our claim. My argument is you should fund us, and one claim is because we fight anti-Semitism. I also put together the supporting evidence by condensing the information, which the way I did it was I wrote our education, training, and coalition organizing is working to prevent another Tree of Life incident. Now I want you to look down below the slide and respond to this question. What is some information that you should leave out when you summarize for slides 7 through 8? Highlight the answer. A, definitions and smaller details, or B, nothing because it's important to include everything. Next, we'll look at the directions for slide 8. Persuade the UN to fund your organization by giving one more claim with evidence to support your reasoning. Summarize information from one other slide which best supports your argument. It's always better to have more than one claim when you're trying to support your argument. So let's go back and look at the other slides that we haven't already reread for slides 1 through 6. I'll start with slide number 1, which is just the title slide. There's not really any information here that would help support an argument. Slide number 2 reviews the history of your organization. For Bend the Arc, the history is pretty short, and because Bend the Arc was not started until 2012, it's not that impressive for how long it's been around. Your organization may be different. You may feel that there's compelling information in there that would provide a strong claim to support your argument. Slide number 3 is the information about the mission or vision statement. And I will have to consider whether I feel that the Bend the Arc mission statement is strong enough that it may help support my argument. I've already taken the information from slides 4 and 5. So now I just have one more left, and that's 6. And for 6 it's where I listed the other programs that Bend the Arc focuses their resources on. So now I have to decide which one I think is more compelling, listing the additional programs or possibly the vision statement. I decided to include the additional programs. So I wrote, we have additional programs, so that's my claim. And now I'm going to add the supporting evidence, which work for justice and equity in the areas such as race and immigration. Again, I want you to see that I condensed and summarized the information down to, in this case, it's one sentence. You may have more than one sentence, but you do not want to include every detail and try to condense and summarize. Now let's look down below. It says, how do you select which other claims to use for your argument? Highlight the answer. A, choose whatever is easiest, or B, choose which information best supports your argument. To review what you've done so far in this unit, on slides 1 through 6, you accessed information to inform and be informed. And for slides 7 and 8, you went back to that information that you accessed, and you gathered information to formulate an argument. Your next steps are to turn in this assignment, wait for your teacher to assign you the mastery check for 7 through 8. Remember that if you don't get it assigned, look for teacher comments or remind your teacher to assign it. And 3, begin the mastery check for slides 7 through 8 using your assigned organization.